The US cuts China tariffs after a meeting President Trump said was amazing. It's Thursday, 30th of October, and here's what you need to know. The US will cut tariffs on Chinese imports from 57% to 47%, while China cracks down on the illegal trade in fentanyl, starts buying soybeans from American farmers again, and pauses export controls on rare earths. That's the upshot of President Trump's first meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping since 2019, which Trump said he rated 12 out of 10. China did buy its first shipment of American soybeans in months ahead of the meeting. One thing President Trump said they didn't discuss was the export of Nvidia's advanced AI chips to China, which the US is blocking at the moment. Well, our number of the day has to be $5 trillion. Nvidia became the first company in history to punch through that valuation, as investor enthusiasm for AI shows no signs of fizzling out. Some big tech shareholders are starting to ask when all this investment will pay off, though. Microsoft stock fell about 4% in after-hours trading after it reported $35 billion of spending on AI infrastructure in its fiscal first quarter. The big tech giants are pouring money into data centers and adding computing power. Alphabet says it could spend $93 billion on AI spending this year, and Meta $72 billion. Well, our stock of the day is Amazon. It reports later and is also likely to amp up its spending pledges in the AI arms race. Amazon announced 14,000 corporate job cuts earlier this week, with more expected next year. It says AI is enabling it to replace office-based roles. Apple also reports after the bell. It punched through a $4 trillion valuation earlier this week. Our chart of the day is the US 10-year Treasury. As you can see, that yield picked up overnight. The reason why is that even though the Federal Reserve did cut rates last night, as expected, by a quarter point, Chair Jerome Powell suggested that could be it for this year. He blamed the lack of data due to the US government shutdown, saying when you're driving in the fog, you slow down. He also said there are strongly differing views among policymakers on where to go next. As expected, new Trump appointee Stephen Moran called for a bigger cut, but one board member said inflation is so high they shouldn't cut at all. And that's what you need to know this morning.